tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
How's it going, AfterBuzzers? My name is Zach Silverman. I am your lead host today. You can find me all across social media at Zach Silverman 2, and I'm gonna take it on down to the rest of my panel over here.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley Brinkman. You can find me at Ashley_Brinkman. I'm so excited to talk about the show with you guys today. Woo!
And me, I'm Shawna O, your host, Shawna O, actually. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Shawna O. It's my first time in the Marvel Universe, and I'm ready to dive in.
Hey you guys, I'm Keith Andre. You can follow me everywhere on social media at Keith_Andre. And like Shawna said, we are all super excited for the show.
Yes.
Let's go ahead. There's so much to unpack in the
Let's
first
jump right
episode.
into it. Yes. Just to let everyone know, we are all semi-new to the Marvel universe.
Yes.
So,
A little bit.
yeah, just a little bit. Give us a little slack, but we are
Please.
very excited about this show. It was a great 2-hour premiere. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it, right, guys?
For sure.
First off, what'd you guys all think about it?
I liked it. I thought it was
liked it,
fun,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah?
It was action-packed and betrayal and
Right?
everything I needed on the sexy guys, everything.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy with
I'm
it.
with you there. The guys are
Okay.
cute. I'm glad about that.
We did have a lot of introduction of characters. We
Yeah.
have at least 10 characters to talk about, I would think.
Right off the bat.
Right
Yeah.
off the
yeah.
bat, and they just showed it all to us all at once. It was very cool. What about you, man? What do you think?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think they did a really good job of setting us up, and especially to not be super familiar with Marvel. Like, you can walk into this show. I feel like I walked into it, and I'm leaving it, like, super interested in, like,
Yeah.
what's going to come over the course of the season.
I
for
really
sure.
enjoyed how well they were able to just tell us, like, hey, this is who this is, and this is who this is. They, yeah, for people who don't know anything about Inhumans, this is a great start to the show. So,
Yes.
thank you, ABC, for helping us out with that.
Yes, thank you, ABC. And you know what I love too? Even though they gave us all the info, it still left me with so many questions that now I'm going to go back
Which is
and go
even better.
online
Yes,
and research.
exactly.
and-
Right? I am so interested
Am I
in
a new
knowing-
Marvel girl now?
Yeah, you're a Marvel girl over here. And guys, I want to thank you so much for being in the chat with us. I know it's a little late for some of you East Coasters over there, but yeah, we are here and we are excited. So let's get right into it. We have Black Bolt, right? Main character. We got to
Absolutely.
meet him. Interesting guy. Doesn't talk.
He doesn't
I
talk.
was super shocked by that. I
I went
wasn't
into this
expecting-
knowing kind of why he doesn't talk, but for the rest of the characters, I had no idea who any of these people were.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I knew a little bit. I knew a little bit about each of them before we watched it.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, Ashley?
Oh, okay. Well, Black Bolt was introduced to the Tyrian Mist when he was still in the womb, which gave him like supercharged powers. And his voice sends out like quasi-sonic sounds that will destroy anything in front of it.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a
See?
pretty powerful Inhuman, I would say, in the
Yeah.
Marvel
That's
universe.
amazing.
I've heard that he's one of the strongest ones out there. So, yeah,
Okay,
because I mean, you
Black
saw how he got shocked and he like did a like that, and it just
Right, and it
exploded.
changed
Exactly.
everything.
Wait,
Yes.
Zach, can you repeat that? He's a what? I'm sorry.
One of the strongest Inhumans.
Thank you.
Oh, gee, thanks. You're funny.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Black Bolt was super interesting. I thought it was crazy that he doesn't speak at all. Like, that was a lot to me. But you can tell, we get to see his power and his strength. And I thought that it was cool how, with them all being superheroes, they didn't just jump into, like, a bunch of superpowers. Like, we got to meet them as characters, and then
Yeah.
we got to kind of experience
We got to see who they were first before,
Yeah.
which is really nice. And it brings us to how he kind of communicates. First off, it's sign. I don't know sign language too well at all, actually. So I don't know if it's his own made-up sign language,
Yeah,
or
so
if
it's supposed to be like a made-up sign language between Medusa and Black Bolt because
Okay.
they couldn't actually talk to each other, and when they were young, she would go and visit him in his like safe
Cell?
zone.
I'm
and
glad
have
we
his
have
parents.
you here.
Right. So
Over
necessary.
here.
So necessary.
Okay, cool.
So she would go visit him because he was locked away in this like safe room so that he wouldn't hurt anyone, so he can learn how to use his power. But she wasn't afraid of him, and they created this secret or a hand language,
Right.
sign language, I guess, between them, which kind of helped make them fall in love.
And I love how they showed a little glimpse of it in the show.
Oh, yeah,
They
there's
did
little
show a little
flashbacks.
glimpse of
Throwbacks.
when she was
Yes,
younger.
yes,
She came
yeah.
to the room, and you could just see the connection. It was so strong.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so surprised to see. We're not going to tell you, what goes on, but Maximus is crazy. He
Right.
is.
Black Bolt's brother,
Right.
the
Well,
only human, I guess, on the moon, up on the moon up there with them. So
Well, there's a few that the ones that are in like the mine.
Right. They don't have powers.
Is it that
so
they're human or?
So what I took from it was the people that are in the mines are the ones that don't really have too strong of powers. The introduction of I'm gonna butcher his name. Branja? What was his name?
Braja?
Braja?
I thought it was Bernaja.
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 Yeah,
It's
Bernaja.
definitely Bernaja.
It seemed like his parents, like his father, only had like some type of claws,
What-
and he wasn't
yeah.
really like useful.
Right.
Okay.
So I think when they go into the Terrigenesis, it's kind of latent powers that might be there, or deformities or mutations of some
Got
sort.
ya.
Yeah,
Got ya.
so
So it's
actually,
not always good.
the Tyrian mist can cause like mutations or deformities. So it can go either way, like good, bad, or I guess nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And Maximus actually spoke out against it. I wrote down about how like there was an immediate like disagreement. Like some people are like, this is so important, and then of course here comes Karnak. He is quite the negative ninny.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, this doesn't mean anything. You guys are just wasting your time.
Luck of the draw
And he goes,
situation.
that's
Yeah.
why you're not invited to do birthday stuff
yeah.
for people.
I think there's definitely like we got to meet so many characters, but to kind of go back a bit, I guess, from Black Bolt and Medusa. So Medusa is the only person, or she's pretty much interprets for.
Pretty much, yeah. They
Black
have like this telepathic connection,
Right.
which is a nod also to how much they love each other. I think that's really cool how they're showing that. So quickly, king and queen of the moon.
Yeah.
Of the moon, you know.
The moon.
For now.
Of the moon for now. I know. But yeah, we had Black Bolt, Medusa. We got Maximus, and then let's see, we have Crystal also, right? Crystal
Right.
is
Crystal's
sisters
cool.
to Medusa.
Medusa's sister. Yeah.
She's the younger sister,
yeah.
and she has the power of all the elements.
Okay, that's what it was. I
Yeah.
saw her first playing with the ball, and it froze
Right.
over. So I thought maybe Crystal, tongue in cheek, like she's
Exactly.
making it a crystal. But yeah, okay, cool. So she could do. Then we saw the fire also in her hand.
Yeah, she like shot it at Aaron.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But she can control the elements. But and we also forgot to mention her sidekick, Lockjaw. So she obviously has
yeah,
some
Lockjaw
control
is cool.
over him as well.
Well, it could just be like a pet thing. I'm not too sure. We don't know really too much about Lockjaw. I know you know probably a bunch about Lockjaw.
A little
but-
bit. It's their pet that they introduced to Tyrion Mist, and he got the power of teleportation.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
this doesn't only apply to the Inhumans on the moon. It also, for whatever pets they have, could potentially become
Anything.
Yeah. He also has a couple other powers that we didn't get to see. That he has like super smell and super. I think he's like powerful.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like
what I
strength.
remember.
He seems
Yeah,
like he's
strength.
strong. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
huge kind of dog.
Oh, he's huge. Yeah,
The
he's
chat
massive.
right now is going crazy, guys. I want to say thank you so much for like being here with us. There's some shout outs and some corrections. Ivan, they are not superheroes. Thank you. They are just powerful people, so that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have.
I'm seeing she
Lockjaw,
does
of
not
course.
control
Cute
him.
doggy.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I didn't see anyone else controlling him, so I felt like he was cool.
I felt like that was a little misleading, yeah, because she was the only one saying.
Who like gave him commands.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
he
much,
listened. Yeah.
See, I always thought Lockjaw was Black Bolt's pet, or sidekick.
I think they keep calling each other like the family. I think he's just like the family pet.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I dig that. All right. Well, so there was a lot of things that happened in this. We came in, we got the introduction of all the characters, which is great. So now we all know who everyone is. We still kind of know what some of their powers are. Some of them don't.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's fine. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening within the season. But right away we have Bud heading of Maximus and Black Bolt. Something is going on between these two, and it's good. I mean, it's giving us the friction that we need for the
Yeah,
show.
there's
that's gonna
definitely
drive it.
a brother rivalry
Sibling
and
rivalry,
yeah, sibling
yes.
rivalry for sure. And I think it comes out of the fact that Maximus ain't got no power.
I mean,
Let's
I
not
think you're
clear.
absolutely right.
Well, I think it's a little bit more than that, though, also, because we do get to see the structure on the moon, which, first off, their technology, I guess, is way beyond what we have.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool. But given that, it's only this small space. So like, I could see why, you know, you're stuck on the moon for so long. You want to go back to Earth. Oh, actually, none of these people have been to Earth. So,
Right.
Well, Attilan is also like a moving city. It can float, so they can move their city around, and they moved it to the moon so that no humans would find them.
okay. See, I want to know how they did that. That sounds really cool because it's almost like they're an advanced race of like, Inhumans and whatnot.
Right.
So
It is like that.
super smart.
And what I loved about that, or sorry, I just
Yeah,
want to speak
go
really
on.
quick about the connection or the rivalry between Black Bolt and Maximus. It's mainly Maximus. Because if you think about it, Black Bolt is trying to do, like, he put his hand over his heart and he's just like, trust me. He's trying to be chill about it and calm and take leadership. And Maximus is like, no, I'm going the strong way. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go full force. And he's like, let's do it with love. So there's that, you know, that dynamic.
Yeah, the dynamic that's going back and forth. And then we also have something weird between Maximus and Medusa.
Oh yeah, that was crazy,
about it.
right? Where they had the moment, and then Maximus is talking about the past. You know, they were best friends, and
You know, they were really quick about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get 2 hours worth, but I felt like in that 2 hours, maybe they could have saved that for a little bit later for another episode because, I mean, it was just so quick about like, oh yeah, when we were younger, we used to like sneak out and
Right,
get
and
in
do
trouble.
bad
Yeah, and do bad
things.
things. And something happened here. Something bad
Yeah.
happened that I'm sure you guys all know about. We will get to we'll get
Yeah.
to see sooner or later.
Because I'm trying to find out, are they homie lover friends? Like, because
yeah,
he
right.
said we're
I feel-
best friends.
Okay, that
Are
would be
you?
a little weird because they're brothers, right? And so,
Right, but he wants her.
But
so
he,
doesn't
does
yeah,
want her
he
badly.
he made that very clear. He wanted to be chose, and she should have chosen.
And he said, if you didn't choose me, zip.
yeah.
"Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
How awful was that scene?
are we there? Right, the
cringy.
Medusa
Yeah,
haircut.
the uprising of Maximus, and then, oh man, he's taking over. Yeah.
You know what? Initially, I thought that I was gonna like connect well with Maximus, like filling him out. I was like,
I
oh, you
thought
know,
so,
I'm kind of
too.
interested in him as a
He had
character.
good points. You know,
And
it
then he
made
just
sense to
became-
why he was
Right?
kind of doing this, and he was doing it in a civil way as well.
Exactly.
It almost felt like the family already hated him because he didn't have any
Right, he was
powers.
on the outside.
He was an outsider, and like they looked down on him. So I felt for him, and then it just kind of.
And then
dropped
you
off
realize that
afterwards.
he's like super sneaky and
Evil.
he's
And
taking
a
over.
liar.
I like what Michael Balsamo was saying. He gave the Ramsey vibes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He
So I
totally
didn't
did.
really want to touch too much on this. Yes, we all know he is the actor who played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones. We're getting lots of vibes from him, but hey, he plays it well.
You
Why
can't
not?
sit
Yeah.
on
Right?
this throne.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
I think we'll have a lot of fun with this guy, with this character. Maximus, he's got those eyes, man. There's something about
Yeah.
them where he's evil as conniving.
They're piercing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
But
for
Black
sure.
Bolt has those eyes too, because they're brothers.
But he has it
his
in a
are
good way. He
more-
has it in a pure, hard way. Like, he's good-natured.
I don't know, maybe not when he was stealing.
Oh my god.
He was walking out of there like, don't ask me any questions
Okay,
about the price.
In
I
all
love that.
fairness, he's a king and has no idea
Right.
Of what right,
money
any of this
money
is
any of this stuff
true.
is. So
That's
that was
true.
kind of
A
funny.
whole nother world. Oh my god.
I loved that part. I thought that was so fun.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and then we got to see his power a little bit, which was awesome. He flipped the car.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did.
I like
And he
that.
was like, listen, you guys, I'm not much of an action person. I'm just getting into it now. But when he was breaking wrists and breaking ankles, I was like, ew. They hurt me. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, yes, that's awesome. I loved it.
see, I'm trying to take her energy so I can learn how to be like,
go.
yes, break arms, break legs.
But he did it in a civil way because I think he
Yes.
understood that these were people trying to protect
Right.
the town also, and he didn't want to like do anything to harm them.
Right.
So-
With one whisper, he could have just been like, you guys.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like, man.
Yeah, I think at a lot of the characters' core, it is the good or evil. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so your strength or whatever quality you have is ultimately going to be a reflection of who you are as like a person.
Yeah.
So I think that shows through as well with all of the characters, but especially like Maximus. We see on the evil list we've got Maximus and
Maximus or
his homegirl.
Yeah. And then I guess some of all the royal guard. They
Right,
kinda
the royal
just-
guard.
Oh
just went
yeah,
right
they
with them.
completely flip sides.
Yeah.
He's probably been working on them for a long time.
So we do have a bit of a plot line going through here. We see in the beginning of the episode that we have Triton who's being hunted, right, with this other Inhuman who's on Earth, and we see these mercenaries, I guess we'll call them, and we don't know who hired these mercenaries. We all had the same question of, do the humans know about Inhumans? Like, how is this, like, this is just coming about? So we saw a few hints that some humans did know about them. And I think more of this plot line now with Maximus coming out, he had some of this, like, backstory where he was planning this for quite some time.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, he had to have been planning this for quite some time, because we even had that comlink connection thing that happened when Gorgon went down to Earth. So there's some.
That had my heart beating really fast. First of all, I don't think I knew that Gorgon had hooves. Yeah. And then when he got down and they showed that, I was like, where are they getting this go? And then I was like, oh, it's him.
In all fairness, you missed the beginning.
I missed the beginning, and I'm super duper new. But what I will say is, with the comm, with the communication device, I think that Gorgon it showed me that he was a strong, like, brave guy, because he was not afraid to be found.
Oh, that scene was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna leave my comm link on. You come find me.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm ready.
You could see that Maximus's eyes were like, I'm gonna actually get you.
He's like, no, I thought Maximus was a little scared.
Yeah,
he's
I thought
like,
he was scared too.
Yeah,
I definitely thought he was scared.
Gorgon is a wild card, and Maximus, I don't think, has him figured out quite yet and doesn't know how to handle him. So
And
I
that's
think,
why he wants him dead. With Black Bolt, too.
Yeah, he's like, kill my brother and Gorgon.
We also see Gorgon giving Maximus a lot of attitude in the beginning. He calls him out, and he's definitely not afraid of Maximus.
From the comics, though, what's the backstory on a little bit? Do you know about Gorgon and Maximus?
I don't really know about their feud, but Gorgon, they're cousins.
Right, and in the chat they said, no offense, but how's Gorgon and Karnak related?
Oh my god!
And I will say Triton too, because he said Triton was his cousin.
Right,
also.
He did.
Yeah,
and then
they're
also
brothers.
Maximus called Gorgon cousin as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and and I'm noticing this in a lot more shows. I think just with, breaking the whole fourth wall with diversity, I think that they're trying to make it seem like we're just all kind of one race, and just anybody could be anyone's cousin. We're family. And I think that's what they're trying to push in movies.
It's cool.
Do you want to know something funny about the whole family situation?
Yes.
Medusa and Black Bolt are cousins.
What?
Okay,
whoa, family.
Keep it in the family. So I guess it doesn't really.
Well, the thing about the Inhumans is they only marry other Inhumans.
Oh,
okay, so that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably why they're like.
No, it wasn't anything
cousins
weird. It was just.
Right.
It was just. That's just like how they are.
But it was a fun fact for me.
Oh, fun fact for
Certainly
sure.
a fun fact. Yeah, we actually got to learn that not Maximus, Crystal and Medusa are sisters, and their family tried to have an uprising against Black Bolt. So it's kind of interesting that Medusa even had an opportunity to fall in love with Black Bolt at a younger age, especially if her parents tried to overturn everything.
It's the classic star-crossed lovers.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my
Romeo and
gosh.
Such a great
Right,
story.
Romeo and Juliet.
Not
And you know
meant
what?
to.
That is what really pulls my heartstrings. That pulls me in. And now I'm like, Medusa and Black Bolt, they're my favorite couple. I
Oh
love
my
stuff like
gosh.
that.
Yeah.
I can totally fan out on stuff like that.
We have Ivan in the chat. All humanity knows about Inhumans. This happens on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other Marvel shows on ABC. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we are very new to the Marvel
I heard them
universe.
say that
I
they've
appreciate
been
this.
reading about it. Is it all in the news and everything? Is that what's going on?
I did not catch that.
Yeah. Did you
Reading
hear them
about-
say
Yeah,
they were reading about
the
it?
Hawaiians that Gorgon was with on the beach.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I guess something might have happened on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I know a new
But
show that I
that's a
have to start
character,
watching.
yeah, for sure.
Right.
A character, a human character that's interesting we have is Louise, right? Who's
Yeah, we didn't...
uncovering and finding out, and she gets,
She gets canned for the most part.
Exactly.
Oh,
Don't know
going
what's
back,
gonna happen.
Ivan Soto says it's all over the news.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Inhumans.
Okay,
Thank
so
you,
it is
Ivan.
a thing.
Ivan, you
Yeah.
know your
Thank you.
stuff. I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna like you, Ivan.
Yes.
You should come around more often. But yeah, Luis, we had her almost in the beginning of the show with the rover on the moon.
Right.
And then the hoof just goes stomping on down.
Like, not
I
here.
thought that was hilarious how Karnak was Karnak.
Gorgon?
Gorgon?
Karnak was like, what is that right there? Well, that's my hoof. And he's like, do you think like they're gonna see it? He's like, no one's gonna know what that hoof is. And then Luis was like, no,
That's
looks like a hoof.
exactly.
Exactly, right, tongue on cheek. It was funny. It was good.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with her.
Yeah.
And how she interacts with them on Earth.
Well, she kind of just like went with being fired. She's like, you know what? I think I need a vacation.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Yeah,
she has a
she
plan.
has-
she
something's
has her
going on.
own
Yeah.
thing. that she's
She
doing.
ended up in Hawaii, so I think she's gonna try to find them.
Exactly.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Taking her into her own. I mean, like they hired her, and the guy said it like, you're one of the smartest ones, but you're like quirky, or what did he say? Brainy or something.
He said something like,
Oh yeah.
I heard it.
I heard it too, but I don't
Yeah, I
think
can't
was it?
remember.
I
What
can't
it
remember
was.
can't
exactly what word.
But it was a positive and
Nutty.
It was
Was it
nutty,
It was
nutty.
nutty.
Nutty, yeah,
Yeah.
nutty. He's like,
It was
your
like-
nutty's showing, but like you hired this woman because she's like super smart, so you should probably listen to the things that she's saying. Like
Even if
it
she
might be-
does say there's life on the moon.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's so far fetched. I don't know. I guess if someone walked in here right now and was like, cows are falling outside, I would be like, girl.
But how far
Not
fetched?
today.
How far fetched could it be if we have the
Evidence.
evidence with, and then also just all these Inhumans being talked about on.
Yeah, it's in the news,
you
it's
know,
everywhere
and everything.
there. Yeah.
That's true. A skeptic, an old school guy. That's what the detective or the whoever he was who talked to Louise, he seems super old school to me. Like, I'm dealing with this because I work here, but I do not believe in all of this.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe he gave me. But maybe I have more to see.
I feel like maybe there might be something connected with him and Maximus. It could be a potential. I don't know. Yeah, but he was very like, no, this isn't true. This isn't happening. I don't believe this. Like, kind of like deterring people to know that maybe there is something on the moon.
Right.
Is that, I don't know if any of you guys got that vibe at all.
I told you, I got the old school vibe, and old school guys are always like, keep it on the DL. Like, don't tell everybody everything. I think he wants to probably figure things out himself, how he wants to handle things before
Yeah.
he turns it over to people who are going to be in control or have their own ideas.
Right. I don't know. Ivan makes a great point, and I don't know how much this crosses over. I know it's all the same Marvel universe, but in the Avengers, there was aliens that came to New York City, so he should definitely kind of be like, oh,
Have an idea.
maybe something on the moon could be possible.
It's happening,
Right.
for sure.
Could be happening. Yeah. So they keep losing those. You see the pile of rovers that Gorgon.
Right.
He's like, here's another toy car.
Every time.
Yeah. There was like 6 or 7 of them up there. So. And then what else do we have here? What were some of your favorite moments, guys?
I mean, for me personally, I love the camaraderie with the Hawaiian men and Gorgon after he got like attacked by this huge wave.
Oh
He
yeah,
just-
and like just start drowning. Yeah,
right. He just started. I mean,
and they
I-
saved him.
they're like, yeah, these hooves are not really good for swimming.
Yeah, I
There's a
could've-
lot
I
of little
could've
quips
told
and
that.
one-liners that make me laugh.
I do enjoy those little quips.
Yeah.
They're too tongue in cheek sometimes, but yeah.
But the main thing I liked was when, you know, he told him I'm keeping my communication, you know, wristband on and come and find me. And he let them know, you probably want to go. And they're like, no, we're good. We're going to stay here and fight with you. And that let me know that he's probably going to find some friendship on the earth and maybe,
Well,
who
he already
knows,
has.
you know,
he already
he
has
might-
found some friendship on the earth, and they are kind of really accepting of him too. Because
Yeah.
that
Oh,
one guy
yeah.
was kind of like, so those are hooves over there. Like,
Like, tell me a little more about yourself.
yeah, just got
That's
right into
strange.
it.
Yeah, Gorgon kind of insulted them. He's like, you humans are all violent. And they were just so relaxed about it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they like gave him a beer.
Yeah.
They're like,
Right.
hey, hang out, like
Yeah.
chill with us. And he's
I
like,
think they had to get past like that first introduction because he's like, you're one of them, and they're like, you're one of them.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
that was,
what's-
I
what's the
love that.
them?
That line was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it was.
That
It
was a really
definitely
good one.
maybe gave us some insight as to how the humans are going to react to them if they do all come to Earth.
Right.
Maybe there's going to be some people that really like them. Maybe
For sure.
people are going to like be scared of them.
And I think that's the case, like, not to bring it all super real world, but I think that's just the
Please,
case.
let's go there.
That's the case in life. There's always going to be someone that likes you or maybe someone who doesn't like you. But at the end of the day, what they said, you're one of them, you're one of them. It's like, truthfully, if we're saying that to each other, we're pretty much the same. We're all one of them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That's a great
So
point.
let's go ahead and connect,
Come together.
unify.
Well, I think that's kind of what is going to be the whole show, where Maximus is like, we should be among these people, but Black Bolt is so fearful that a war will start because what people don't know, they fear. You know, what they don't understand,
Yeah.
they fear, and that
Very
could
true.
easily just start.
Which I think
World
we
War III
saw
or
with
something.
the cops and all
Oh
the
my
people.
God! Yeah,
Yeah.
the cop was just
That
like,
was a lot.
what did he say? He called him a freak or something,
Called him a
right?
freak,
Yeah, he
yeah.
definitely
Right?
called him a freak.
Yeah.
After they like beat him up, I was like, wow, this is like a lot of like
Okay, and can we talk about
That
that?
gave
police
me police-
brutality.
Was
I
that
was-
kind of a bit of a nod to like
I-
what's been going on?
I
Because I
really
mean, that
felt
was,
it.
he was down, and there was like some kicks going. And I was like,
they had the
whoa.
sticks
the
out,
I'm
the
surprised ABC
tasers.
did
Oh
that.
my God.
Yeah, that was a lot.
But you know what? Unpopular opinion. I don't know. In this show, it was almost necessary for us. Like, you just saw a guy break 2 other guys' wrists with his like finger.
Yeah.
I'm pulling my taser out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't want to be a part of that.
Black Bolt seems to be like a stronger
Yeah.
person in general, so I feel like he was taking it. You know?
I mean, I definitely understood like pulling your taser out, but they definitely gave us a whole moment where we see like kind of nonstop police brutality. Like
is true.
it was a bunch of like you said, with the kicking, like it was
and
a
then
little
saying
excessive.
you freak. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you like giving me a slur? Like, why are you talking to me like this? I just broke your friend's wrist, but don't worry about that part.
Yeah, man, the chat is going crazy right now, guys. We
Yeah,
really
I see
appreciate
it.
it. We got a lot going on. Let's see. I definitely got the vibe during the scene. Yeah, kind of shows his strength. He was fine afterwards. Yeah, because then he went to go take those pictures and everything, and
Right.
nothing was happening there.
What I will say though, that I saw in the chat that they were talking about is that they said it would be better if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Inhumans like merged together.
Well, there might
because
be
there's
some
so
type
many
of,
stories.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
they'll
that's cool.
do
Crossover
some type of
episode.
crossover. These shows love to do crossovers
Yeah.
all the time. So
Great. So keep saying that. They're probably watching and they're going to be like, okay, we'll do a crossover episode for you guys. Yes.
Another scene that I really, really enjoyed, and I was so glad that we got some action sequences.
Yes.
We saw their
I was gonna say-
powers.
yeah.
I loved Karnak's scene where he was fighting.
Oh my God, I wrote that
was
down.
So cool.
Yeah.
I wrote down that Karnak is a savage. He's a gifted fighter and he has a unique personality. So you guys, I was feeling Karnak. I think he was my favorite.
So Karnak,
great.
Karnak, I guess from what I surmised was he has like foresight. He could see into the future. I guess I'm not too
I don't
sure because
know.
He learned that because he went to like some sort of, I don't know exactly where, I don't remember, but like a monastery or something, and he learned how to use those type of skills and use his mind.
okay, so that isn't part of his powers. When he went to
Actually,
Terragenesis.
I don't know if they're implying that maybe he did use the Tyrian mist, but I'm pretty sure that in the comic books he never was exposed to it. His parents asked him not to be.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he
Isn't
learned
everyone
martial
supposed to
arts.
be though? Isn't that like a rite of passage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. A
That's
little
super interesting though.
So I guess he like learned martial arts instead, and how to
Yeah.
like use his mind to find out people's weaknesses.
Oh,
But-
cool.
No, I saw a projection. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had two scenes where it was interesting because we had the first one where the guards came in to fight, and then we thought we saw him die.
Right. But
then,
he comes back.
Yeah, he comes
He's
back.
like,
So that's
that's
why I
normal.
thought it was kind of like he has a foresight thing where he could kind of see like maybe 10 seconds into the future or something like that.
So Ivan let us know that he did go through it. He did get.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Oh,
so maybe
wow.
this is his power. The only interesting thing
Heightened.
and question that I had, and I was a little upset when he was climbing down the mountain. Why did you fall? You know, like if
He did fall.
he fell.
had the
If he had the
foresight.
foresight, exactly. So, and now his foresight's all messed up because he hit his head, and
But before that, I think that he was super focused. I think that's
Yeah, I
because
was
he was
gonna
like,
say.
I must find my king. And then it was like his focus was on the finding the king. And I don't think he was
Okay.
using his foresight at the
okay,
time.
that makes sense.
Or at least that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
And I also had a question too. Maybe you guys in the chat can answer this. So there were these 2 girls there with the white hoods.
Okay.
Those were, I guess, like the people who were
Oh, they were
letting them
watching
see
over the earth.
over
Yeah.
the earth. But then when Karnak was fighting those guards, he was throwing them into like the pool where usually they would be seeing the earth.
Yeah.
So was that just like what was that about? Like,
I think it might be some type of those two working together to make projections of some
Okay.
sort. I mean, they are very technological advanced, so maybe
Yeah.
these two are like some type of
conduit, like
conduits to something. I mean, we haven't seen any TVs yet, so maybe that's the way that they
See
my.
things.
see things. I mean, we did have that.
I
we had
like
that.
it.
We had that one guy come in to show Triton's death,
Oh yes,
and he had the
Oh yeah, and
that was
projected
very
it for
cool.
everybody.
Oh,
So-
that guy was creepy.
that was cool to me.
and he
It
was,
was really
blind.
cool.
Did you realize that?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I think
wow.
it was Oron who like walked him in and out, and like he had to like hold on to her. So I was just like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
It
why he
does
would
make
not be able to see. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's amazing how they work these things in these little micro, and you just have to find them. And like for instance, I saw a little moment between Maximus and Oron.
Okay.
I don't know. They don't seem to me to be romantic, but I think that they are coming up together and trying to like be king and queen.
Yeah, she definitely believes in him. We know that because she's
Yes.
following him
Yeah.
like blindly,
Yes,
without
faithfully.
a doubt.
See, I don't think so much king and queen. I think he has his eyes set on Crystal to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that too.
Because he
That
can't
makes
have
sense.
can't have the older sister, so I'll go with the younger one. I think Oron just kind of, like you said, blind faith following.
Yeah.
I think
Strong
a lot of
and
people,
devoted.
a lot of people on the moon, a lot of the Inhumans on the moon are sick and tired of like how the royal family has been ruling. It does seem pretty archaic that oh hey, if you don't really have strong powers, you're gonna work in the mines.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
what
what
are
work
they
in the
mining
mine.
for?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I was wondering that too. What?
Well,
are
I'm
they
sure we'll come
mining
to
for?
find out
Yes.
soon.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I feel like maybe just a lot of people are sick and tired, and
Yes.
here's the uprising, and Maximus he does have the ear of the people, and he could go back and forth between, hey, look, I might just be human, but I understand because I don't have any powers, and I should be in the mines, but I'm not because of my brothers.
And I
Yeah,
think
the
that's
king.
why he does have the ear of the people, is
Yeah.
because he is the people. He's so much like them.
Yes.
So
Best of
I think
both
that's set up
worlds.
for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure a lot will happen with all of that. Anything else, guys?
Yeah. So Arn, I guess in the comics was supposed to be a good person.
Oh, so they're changing it up here. Okay.
Okay.
And don't you think if they all kind of know each other's power, shouldn't Medusa have known that she was going to heal herself?
I was
What do you
I was
think?
curious
Yeah.
about that too.
Noticed that.
I think so.
But I think maybe she left her. I think she must know that she left her alive.
She did
Or do
leave
you-
the communication bracelet with her, so maybe
Or do
she
you
did.
think that she intended to kill her?
Oh,
She gave
that's
her.
a good
Here's
question.
another quip and a one-liner. This one got my heart. It caught me. She's like, "I'm the queen. No one tells me what to do," and she dug it
Man,
deeper.
she dug into her a
But
few
I
times.
Yeah.
noticed that she was out for a while, and then she was able to come back. So maybe Medusa knows that I'll kill her, and she'll be out for a while, but she'll come back later, and I'll be long gone.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, because she
Yeah.
was threw the thing over her, the tarp over her, like, you're done.
Yeah. There was some
I like
rage
that
in that
moment.
stabbing.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
diva moment,
There
y'all.
was. How'd you guys feel about when Medusa got her hair cut off? It
That was a lot. It
was
was
hard.
mildly traumatic.
It was.
Right?
It was
kind
a
of.
little
Did you guys ever
triggering.
see V for Vendetta?
Yes.
Yes.
It reminded me exactly of that scene when like she had her hair shaved off in the little prison.
Intense.
It's very
And-
intense.
and
And
yeah.
they left one piece of hair on, and she's like,
Oh,
I know,
no.
right?
It was a lot. And I think coming into this and just kind of knowing a little bit about who Medusa is, like as a character, I don't think you expect like they're going to, in the first episode, we're going to cut her hair off and is she going to
Yeah, I
go
mean,
through the
that's-
season with no hair?
That's her
Ooh,
power
no
right
power.
there.
The
Right?
whole
Like, how
season.
do we
That's-
do that?
That's going to be very interesting for a character because we saw. I think even Oren was like, "What are you going to do without your hair? Like, you don't know how to fight." But man,
She knows
put
how to
up
fight.
a
She got
some fight in
She
her.
got some
She knows
fight.
how to fight.
So
Some fight in
she'll,
her.
we'll definitely have some good, character development with her.
Yeah,
and
I'm
see her
excited to
grow.
see them kind of the core get back together on Earth. Like, see her
Yeah,
reunite
yeah, all reuniting.
and see what happens from there.
How far apart do you think everyone is? We have Medusa, who was transported to the Diamond Crater, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And then Oron, and then Karnak, like in the woods somewhere, or actually, he was like transported on top of a mountain.
or
Yeah.
It
something.
seemed like a volcanic, like mountain.
It did, yeah.
Sort of deal.
Right, I
So-
saw a lot of ash and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But that's the question I had about this, or at least just in my mind, or just the observation I had. Lockjaw took them to different places, but Crystal specifically told
Tell him,
him,
go to this person, go to
yes,
this person.
and then even
Yeah.
Maximus didn't know where they went, and so the only person who knows is Crystal. So
No, I don't
that's-
think Crystal
Or
knows because Crystal was
Lockjaw. Yeah.
talking to,
I think I have a guess about this.
okay.
Let's hear
So,
it.
if you guys caught it in the beginning of the episode, she tells Lockjaw to take Gorgon to exactly where Triton was.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
and that's where
that's
he
what
went.
happened.
Yeah, it's exactly
So
him.
when she tells Lockjaw to take the other people, she doesn't say. She's just like, take them to where Medusa is. Take them to where,
okay.
to somewhere.
Wow.
So they all
because
ended
it's
up on the
not-
same island, but not exactly where they're supposed to be.
Okay, see, that's when you're talking to someone and you're like, don't say the specifics, just give them a little general.
Yeah,
And
I
let
think
them
You gotta be
that's what
very
happened.
specific
Yeah.
with
I like
them.
that,
Yeah,
yes.
that makes sense. That
And like
makes
somebody called him a stupid dog, Karnak. Maybe he needs some good direct
Right.
direction.
Training.
Yeah, he's still
But
a
it
dog.
worked out for him in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I love this show. This show has made me feel like a superhuman myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What would your powers be, guys, if you could have a
Just
power?
gonna ask you that,
Oh,
man.
wow.
See, we're telecommunicating.
Yeah, I know, right? I always loved the telecommunication and like telekinesis and like being a telepath. So like if I were to like move something with my mind or just to like hear other people's thoughts, I think that would be one of my powers I would like to have. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind being able to tap into the future a little bit, like knowing what's to come. I think that's cool.
That's so scary to me.
That's super scary. I actually wrote down because I originally saw Karnak looking into the future, and I'm like, man, he has got to be so morbid and like jaded to life because we had that interaction with that girl.
Oh, right.
And he's like 2.5 days. Yeah, 2.5 days. And she's like enjoying it at first, but then
she realizes.
he realized. He
said
how
he would
sad
kill
is
her.
that? He says he feel like
want to kill her, right?
But seriously, how sad is that? That it's like
Yeah.
Oh, I see this beautiful woman, and then, well, I see into the future, and it's just gonna take 2.5 days. So, like, all the thrill is gone. Where's life? Like, all the thrill of life is gone.
Right. And it
It's
makes me
a curse.
wonder about the tattoos on his face. Like, do they tell a story because he's so, like, down? You know what I mean? Like, maybe this is something that he looks to every day to remind him that he has a purpose.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Bronigen. Oh my gosh,
Brenage.
Thank you.
I
so
don't know how
sorry.
to say it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Brenage,
his,
yeah.
his
Yeah,
skill
I
is
would
to
be
see
more
the
in
future.
line, with him. I think that's interesting.
Maybe just no seizures.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm
Every
excited
time.
to see what's going to happen with him. I think he's going to be a big part of the show.
Oh yeah, he's like he's
Maximus
Maximus's like ace.
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Maximus isn't going to let him go. He needs
Well,
him.
Maximus almost was assassinated by the what are those guys
The
called?
genetic
council.
The genetic council.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for him to like touching him again and seeing the future,
He wouldn't have
I
known.
wouldn't have known. So
I'm
one
not,
step ahead. Always.
I'm not liking the interaction, though.
Between what?
Between Maximus and Brenage. He's not telling him how valuable he is, even though he is saying
Oh,
it
he's
like
underplaying them. Did you notice what happened in the
Totally.
mine? Like how he, those guys weren't, they were put into the mines. And he was like, so how are you guys all acclimating down here or something? And they're like, horribly. We're not meant to be
Right.
here.
Right.
So he's still playing that, like, this is what the royal family wants. And I can help you. I will
Yeah.
change this.
It's definitely his plan.
he's a cold piece of work.
Yeah. He's
Terrible.
oh, man. Conniving. Yeah, shady. Yeah.
But
What would your power be, though?
Yeah, we missed out on that. What would you like?
That's such a loaded question. I would love to have $1 million.
Oh, my God.
No,
Right.
but maybe flying would be pretty cool, or
Yeah.
What kind of flying, though? Because we got to see flying with, I guess, Brajan's sister, was it maybe? With the wings?
I don't know, but she definitely had wings
She
on.
had,
She could fly.
they were butterfly wings. What did you think about those?
that was
Cute,
cute.
of course.
Yeah, it was cute. I liked
Okay.
it, but no, I'd say maybe like super speed.
Okay.
Maybe
Ah.
something a little more.
That's a different
More
show.
useful.
Right.
No, I mean, I don't know. I do. Gosh, I like teleportation, but we have a dog for that, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Interesting
I
power
would
to give to a dog, or for a dog to have.
Pick up,
You know,
yeah.
to pick up. I would, I mean, what if he like didn't really understand what you said?
I mean, the mind of a
You know, the
dog,
mind
like,
of a
I feel like
dog.
we would be teleported to, like, the junkyard and for tires, or, like, it would just be an outrageous
Yeah, but to your point, that's why, taking him back to where all these people are, they're not in the exact same spot. Like, he's
Right.
a dog, remember?
He's just a
Yeah.
dog.
Right.
That's a good way to think about it. I was a little annoyed why she kept saying, like, go to this person. I was like, why didn't you bring him to the
To the
person?
person.
You
Right.
just hurt your master. Come on.
Bad dog.
Bad dog, yeah. Why is he so big? That's what I want to know. Does the chat know why he's so big? Is that just part of his,
Well, you
You
said,
know?
like, strength and...
I mean, he's a
Yeah,
giant
I don't know if he
dog.
started that way, but he definitely has like super strength and stuff. So
Okay.
Oh, I like what someone said in the chat. They said Black Bolt can speak, but in a way, it's like by the mind because he
Yeah,
puts
well, I
his hand
mean,
on the heart.
you saw that with Maximus.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, he definitely.
Oh, right.
I think that would be my power.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to touch someone and then just like send a message, but I'm torn between that and invisibility because I'm nosy and I want to just be a fly on the wall places.
See, but now invisibility means there's the two types, I guess, where you could either be invisible. You have to be naked to be invisible, or
Oh,
you could be
my.
like make clothes for it and then
Right, like a potato sack or something.
something like that. Yeah.
I guess you'd just be a
Whoa.
walking outfit then.
Right. I think I would do the potato sack thing because you never know where you're going to end up. Like, end up in church like, oh, hey, guys.
Would you always be invisible, or would you be able to turn it on and off?
I would like to turn it on and off, but, every power always has some, like, downfall or something. So I'm sure it would
Exactly.
happen when you don't want it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with these powers, they are fighting with their powers. My invisibility power probably wouldn't do much in this situation.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
They can detect anything. I noticed he was Gorgon when they were fighting. He's like, don't ever try to shoot from downwind.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
think that might be like an animal sense that he had going on. Cause
Dope.
what animal do you think he is?
I mean,
I mean, he's got those.
I was
hooves.
thinking
Those
centaur.
hooves,
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
we could consider him a centaur.
I'm a Sagittarius, so I mean, when I look at
Hey,
him,
there
I
you go.
see centaur with the arch. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it talk about who he is kind of in the comics more so? Do you know anything about him?
No, I don't know too much about him. Other than that, he has like super strength in his.
Oh yeah, we saw that with the kick on the ground when he first showed, when he came down.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
So it sends like a shockwave and it completely disarms his, enemy or whoever it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Which is a cool one
Okay.
too. See, there's so many. I just can't choose which one I want.
Right. I'm like, you just did 5. I
Yeah,
did
I'm
2.
pretty sure I said 2. You said 2.
We all said-
And you went on with what,
They just
5?
keep going.
I'm sitting
right?
here thinking of more. I'm like,
Are we greedy? Like, if they were giving out powers, would we be like, okay, you can have 2, but I need 3?
I know. I'd be like, give me 10 of those crystals.
Right. Crystal's power is dope. I love the fact that she can control the elements. That's really dope.
I think we'll see a lot of cool things from her.
Yeah, I was gonna
and her
say.
hair, it lets us know she's different.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I mean, just
With the
she has like the
streaks.
blonde hair, but there's some type of a sign or something in her hair. too.
Yeah.
I think that's her look. You could see it in her outfit as
Yeah,
well.
it seems like it could be like a nod to her costume from maybe the comic books and whatnot.
I'm a fashion, like I'm looking at all the outfits, I'm looking at the hair, I'm looking at everything.
Let's talk
So-
about that, actually. How do you guys feel the costumes? Because, sometimes when we have superhero films and movies, it could go, like, dead on to how the character looks, and it could come out really, really cool. But then a lot of times we have a lot of, like, fans complain, like, oh, I was, they could have done so much better. It was cheesy. Like, I didn't like that. It was too leather. It wasn't, armor, too much armor or whatnot. So what do you guys think of the costumes?
Well, since I started off talking about the fashion, I think that I will say that Medusa's outfit is very plain. But I know it looks like the pictures I've seen, so I will accept it. I would like a little more bedazzle in my life, but
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I really did like it. I liked Black Bolt's the best. I feel like he exemplified what a superhero is supposed to look like or what an Inhuman is supposed to look like, and that's why they saw that he was different. Right
Yeah.
away. Did you see that? They were
Yeah.
like, he looked weird.
I mean, they definitely, I think it is an important part to have their costumes reflect that they are like otherly. So when they got to Earth, you see like, okay, this is weird. Like, what
The
are you
guy
doing?
in the black leather.
Right,
like,
just a bunch of
yeah.
leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought to see them, at home, I was fine with their costumes. I didn't expect it to be like anything like super crazy.
Yeah.
I think they were reflective, like king, queen situation. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens, now that they're on Earth. Like, how long are they going to be here? And now that we have him in like street clothes, is Medusa going to change up her look? Are we going to see her
Well, I
in
think she
regular
kind of
clothes?
has to.
Yeah.
She needs
to blend in. She kind of stands. She kinda really
She
stands out. I mean,
with
it
the
is.
red hair. and
Yeah,
everything.
it is kind of a plain dress, but still, it's very different from like what all the other people are like wearing. It's interesting though, because I do know Lockjaw. They did something different with him. I guess in the comic books, he kind of, and you guys can correct me. It looks like a tuning fork on his head, but they kind of just made like lines on his head. They kind of just like. It didn't look like it was something that was protruding out. Where
Oh,
in the
yeah.
comic books, he does have something, and I think that's to his powers how he gets to teleport. Goes back and forth.
Okay.
So it was an interesting choice that they did. I don't know how fans feel about that. How do you guys feel about the costumes and everything? We'd love to hear what you think about it.
I saw that someone, I don't want to butcher the name, last name Borhan, says they liked Iran's suit.
Oh yeah,
She looked
hers
good.
was good.
Hers
yeah.
was the cutest. I think it really spoke to me.
I saw earlier in the chat though that they were saying that she's completely different from what they look like in the comic books. So I think
Wow.
they went a different route with her, which is cool. I mean, that's nice that they do that sometimes. You can't all
Right.
have like crazy aliens here and there. And
Yes.
I mean, we have Triton, who I would love to see. I hope he's not dead.
I know.
I'm
I'm,
pretty sure he's
interested in
not dead.
more of who he is.
Yes.
I'm-
He couldn't be dead.
Yeah, I don't think
Right.
he could be dead. I mean, he's part of the royal family. They said he's, one of the cousins. He's
Yeah.
green. And it looks like he has
know.
gills.
Yeah, he has like a fish man sort of power. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All
And I
right.
saw that
I
Gorgon.
don't think that's a spoiler.
No.
No,
We all know that.
not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, please.
And
talk
I
about
think
whatever.
that Gorgon felt him. Like, he must have known that
I think he
is-
knows that he's still
like
alive.
screaming,
Yeah.
Triton, Triton. I just feel like
Yeah.
if he thought he was dead, he would not like scream like that.
And I want to know about the girl that he was trying to save.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah. Well, it seemed like he had to keep running, and he left her almost. I don't know if she died right there,
Right,
or
right.
if they captured her and she'll come back into it. She might play some pivotal role in it. It would be very interesting to see. I don't know. So.
But
yeah.
I guess like the water source on Earth has gotten contaminated by
Oh,
Tyrion
right. They
mist.
did
Yes.
speak about that.
So I guess people that have the Inhuman gene is what I got from it will mutate into an Inhuman,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and she was one of them.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
I
yeah.
did notice Karnak, when he was taking a drink after he hit his head, he smelled the water first. He gave it a really
To
good
make
whiff
sure.
to
Well,
make
I think
sure.
maybe that was just. I think maybe that was just because they live on the moon and they probably have to synthesize their own water and their own food. I can't imagine where they would find a water source on the moon.
Right,
Do
because
you-
there's
You know-
rocks and he's like, oh, this is a river. So you're absolutely
Do you
right.
think if he drank like the Tyrion mist in the water, he would mutate again?
No,
Something else?
I don't think you could mutate even more.
More
And
than once.
Ivan had mentioned. Thank you. The girl did die. Okay, well that's a shame.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm
She's
sure we
done.
will get to see more of these interactions where humans turning into Inhumans. If
Yeah.
definitely all the water's polluted. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very interesting.
Very interesting and exciting.
Yeah.
I just feel like if I drank water and turned, I would be kind of happy. Like,
I don't know. It depends on what I'm turning into because
I would-
I'd be like,
Yeah, if I mutated into something weird, I would be like,
tentacles.
with claws,
can you guys
like,
take this back? Like, I'd rather have my fingers.
Right.
Instead of like a claw. I'm sorry, this doesn't really help out too much.
and the genetic council would be like, no backsies. Sorry.
I know, you get
No
what you
backseas.
get.
Right.
That's
yeah, you don't get to choose.
Tentacles for you.
it. Medusa got lucky. She got long, beautiful hair.
Yeah, she did look up.
Yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool. See, I actually thought Crystal kind of had the same powers. When we first saw Crystal, her hair was kind of waving a little bit, as if it was alive as well. But then it just, it's just, I guess, wind.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on, that'd be so cool.
Don't get my hopes up like that, Crystal, with your hair blowing in the wind.
I'm excited to see hers. I guess if I could pick again, I would do elements as well. No, hers are really cool. I'm excited to see if she gets to use them.
Exactly.
Full-blown.
And
Yeah,
I think
'cause-
even her as to see more of where her character goes because, she has these qualities. She's showing leadership, she's, taking control of what she wants. And then to see with Maximus wanting her to like play into his side and try to get into her head with her family background and, what happened with them. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be super interesting to see like the decision and the choices that she makes as well as, unpacking her
And
power.
it ends with her pulling out a picture of her
Family,
parents.
right. So she's
Maximus
questioning
kinda
it.
did
In
get
her
to
old
that.
journal, she's
Yeah.
thinking.
So how do you guys feel about the flashbacks that they've been having? Because some people like shows that kind of keep it all in the present, and then some people like that we get these backstories. How do you feel that they're presenting the backstories so far? Because I like the scene that we had between Medusa. It was really quick. I wish there was a little bit more, but I hope we get to see even more of like the family of like the uprising and Crystal's parents and whatnot and all that happened. Because we don't even know how when the Inhumans came to the moon. That there still are Inhumans left on the Earth. So there's a lot of things that we could touch back to. How do you guys
Yeah.
feel about all of the flashbacks?
I liked
I
it.
like
Yeah.
them.
I think it's
Yeah.
necessary. I think we need those, especially just kind of jumping into this whole like different world.
Especially
You
for
know what
all
I
of
mean?
us, right?
Exactly, right?
Definitely.
To kind of jump into it and to meet these characters, we want to, we want to get to know them, and the best way to get to know them is to know like what they've lived through and their experiences.
Yeah.
So I think the show, they do a good job with the flashbacks, especially when we got to see like Black Bolt and when Maximus was saying how he killed their parents, and you see him in this room.
That was
so
an intense scene.
right?
was.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot to figure out, but I think that's the beauty of the setup of the show. We get a chance to kind of go on this ride and see exactly what's going to come. Especially now that we know the situation, we've got these brothers going against each other for power and seeing what's going to happen there. I think it's necessary.
Kind of is a
Yeah.
little reminiscent of Game of Thrones.
Yep.
It's funny that they get Ramsay Bolton, but just saying.
I mean, he's great.
He's a great actor. I love all the acting on the show. I think a lot of they did some really good casting. I need to now go back and look at the comic books to see how well they pair
They
to
fit.
how well they fit. But I'm pretty certain they're pretty on point. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I liked it. It was good. What'd you like the casting?
I do, yeah. I thought they were all really great. Maximus is great. He's
He's
scary.
gonna. I'm gonna love him throughout the whole show. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a love hate.
I
really
for
really
sure
like
with me.
Black Bolt. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't
Especially for not even speaking, right?
Right.
Yeah, I
For somebody who
thought it
doesn't
was great.
speak,
I saw the emotion in his face, and I understood him.
Yeah,
Felt like
that
Medusa.
takes a lot, like to act and like speak. You
Just
know,
a
that,
bunch
that's
of
one thing.
reacting.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
but him
and
not
it's
even,
hard.
not having any lines. He's gonna.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to have to react, but I think the beauty or what they're doing a good job at is making it like not just to go back to the humanity piece, but making it real. Like we see these characters, we get that they're inhuman, but it's still contemporary. Even with Black Bolt's experience, where he decides, you know what, I'm gonna take my handcuffs off, but I'm gonna go through with this, and I'm gonna have a picture taken. Like it's still, you can feel it.
Right.
It's still, you can feel it for sure.
But to be honest, I felt a little sad in that moment, though. I felt even after Medusa gave him this wonderful queen. Obviously, I think I really like Medusa, you guys.
Really?
Medusa gave him this wonderful queenie like pep talk. Like, we are not defeated. We will never be defeated. You know, all of that. But he still gave me.
I didn't like her pep talk.
You didn't like it?
I don't know if it's a directorial thing where they have their comm links, they press the button and they just like kind of speak into nothing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if I had, I mean, we have iWatches, you know, some people you could, now the new iWatch, you could call people. I feel like it'd be like, hey,
what you doing?
how's it going? What's up, darling? You know, I would be like
Wait
talking.
for a response.
Yeah,
first.
because you kind of just like look crazy. You're just like, are you there, honey?
Right.
I
love
know
you.
that you're there.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
she
you.
kind of had it down. a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of the time.
It was.
Yeah, I think Medusa has a few moments where it's like, okay, girl, like, we get it.
It
Like,
is the pilot
Yeah.
episode as well. They're figuring things out. I'm sure they'll have, you know, they'll figure out the quirks and the king.
For sure.
Yeah.
They definitely established that she is Black Bolt's backbone. Like,
Oh, yeah.
My God.
That's
yeah.
what I
that was
felt.
great.
That's what I felt when I heard the speech. I felt that he needed to hear that, but I don't think it truly penetrated his mind because he just looked down. He looked downtrodden, and he still went through the process. I'm telling you, if it was me, I would have been punching my way out of those doors like, goodbye. I am
also-
not.
he's kind
but
of
I think
more
he
of
has
a
a
peaceful
plan.
guy.
Yeah, he's a very
Exactly.
he's
Yes.
all about peace. So
Yes.
I'm understanding why he's doing what he's doing.
And so am I. He has a plan, I think.
yeah, his
Yeah, he
decisions
does.
make
Well,
sense.
Yes.
Now that you say he has a plan, why don't we get into predictions for next week's episode?
Yes.
Yeah. No prediction. There it is.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Why don't we start at the end of the table? What do you think's gonna happen?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Everything.
Right? I'm like, okay, what's
Choose
gonna
one character.
happen?
We could choose one character if you want. I mean, you don't have to. There's so it's an
I mean,
hour-long
I feel
show.
like
There's a lot.
there's so many characters and there's like so much that we're going to see. So I think next week we'll see. I'm hoping that we get to see them reunite. That some kind of way we'll get to see Black Bolt, Medusa, everybody on Earth. Yeah, I want to see them, at least two of them, come together. I don't think they will go another episode and they still be like separated, like trying to find each other in Hawaii.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that we'll see them come together, and I know ultimately we got to see a head-to-head with Maximus as well.
Yeah.
Right, and that could be with him, with anyone. We might see a head-to-head with him and Gorgon. We might see it with him and Karnak. We don't know who. Maximus is everyone's enemy right now. I totally agree with your predictions. I think that's amazing predictions. I think that Crystal is going to start thinking and be like, you know what? I'm like basically loyal to this family that killed my family. And I don't think I want to do that. But she also knows that she does not want to be with Maximus. So she may play him a little bit. I think she's going to go play coy, like, oh, okay, I'll try you out. But really, she's going to have a plot in her mind, and she's going to try to, you know, like do some under thinking.
You think she'll
know?
like break out next week? Or?
I mean, I think she's going to try to communicate with others who would help her execute a plan.
Okay.
Because she knows
Yeah,
you can't just act crazy. They'll
I
just
think a plan is gonna start to
Form.
Formulate.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you?
I kind of thought that too. I was hoping that she is gonna side with him, but like a fake side.
Oh,
And then-
That's what I was
backstabbing.
saying.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
backstabbing.
You know, someone in the chat, Panther7 said that this show is pitched as a Game of Thrones in space.
Oh.
Oh,
So-
interesting.
You know,
caught
Crystal going, you know, oh yeah, maybe I do like you, and then like
Right.
stab me in the back.
That would be right on
So,
point.
Right on point. Any
So,
more
yeah.
prediction for you?
I think that they're gonna make some human companions and get them on their side.
Oh,
People that
yeah.
are gonna fight for
That's
them.
good.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna kind of build up their human army
Cool.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. I think Lockjaw is gonna break out, and we're gonna get to have Crystal go to the Earth, and we're gonna all get together. And I'm really hoping that we get to find Triton. I don't want to go too many
Without.
episodes without knowing what really happened to him. So I'm hoping next episode we find him like hurt somewhere and he has to revive, and then everyone gets together and it's this fight, fight for the moon, I guess. So we have
The
a
moon
lot
or the earth.
The moon or the earth.
Where they land.
It's kind of funny because like Maximus is on the moon, but he wants to be on the earth, and everyone
That's
else
where
on
they
the
are.
earth.
Right. They're
And,
like, where we'll get back home.
It's like, hey guys, let's just
Just go.
switch.
Exactly.
So,
We can
awesome,
make this
guys. Well,
work.
thank you so much for tuning in. We were very sorry about being late today. There was that
Sorry.
2-hour show of it. Next week we'll be at 5 o'clock. So tune in. Be sure to check us out. Again, my name is Zach Silverman. You can find me all across social media at Zach with the CH Silverman 2. And this is the rest of my panel.
I'm Ashley Brinkman. You can find me at Ashley_Brinkman. Nice talking with you guys today.
I'm Shawna O. You can catch me on all social media at DShawnaO. And I would love to hear from you in my DMs or tweet me.
Oh, DMs.
Yes. Slide in my DMs.
And I am Keith Andre. You can follow me everywhere at Keith_Andre. You guys did a great job of keeping us informed. So tweet me, let us know what we need to do, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Later.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.